right, Robin.
That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So you just plug those into there and then run these to wherever you decide to put the lights. And obviously this whole situation is going to be very much when you get it in place.
Yeah.
Just walk around with lights, shine them, go It will, as we said, if you're going to have like 3 screens, and then you'll want sort of 3 groups of lights onto those screens. You can separate this into 4 or 3.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I mean, I would suggest that if you use 4 just on-off switch. It's quite obvious, like any normal on-off switch. Okay. So here you can see what they will do on the top there. Yeah. So P means program. It's pretty. So you want to make sure that it's in that P mode. So A means that it's being controlled by a lighting desk. You don't want that. Okay. Because we ain't got a lighting desk. And then you can literally just cycle through the different things. You've got 16 different patterns. Okay. To play with. Great. When you've chosen a pattern you like, and actually the best way to probably choose them is to speed it up slightly. So when you're in the P thing there, if you press menu, it'll go to SP, which is speed. Okay. And then just go up through the speeds. Then you can kind of see the patterns a bit faster. Yeah. And you can just, if you press menu again, go back round to P there. And then you can just go through them. And you can see some of them do them in pairs. Yeah. Like that. Great. All sorts of different kind of, I think they just get more complicated basically the higher you go up. Okay. So what this doesn't do is it doesn't really fade the lights in a sort of gentle fade. That's which is where we would have been if we'd had
250 quid.
Yeah, to get a desk and to program it and then to record that program. But yeah, we are where we are, and I think that's absolutely fine. This will be a good. It will do the nice effect. And when you select the kind of right speed, which I would say is probably around something like that. Yeah, I would say so. Jumping. Yeah. And so
it's almost like heartbeat speed if you're not too hectic. Yeah.
Exactly. Something like 60 BPM. It would be lovely. And I say you can go from completely slow to completely manic on that if you go on the speed thing. So these are the lights.
Put the lights on. So just note to myself and to so we'll need extension because I don't want the lights necessarily to be next to each other for each channel. Right. That makes sense. Yeah, so we'll need extensions for all. Yeah.
So obviously you've got 2 outlets there. Yeah. But yeah, you're going to want to group like opposite. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing is that you're going to end up where realistically you're going to need to link probably with these. You have got some options with the transformers. Okay. So these are all 12 volt these lights. Okay. So not only have you got those, these ones are slightly tricky. Okay. In that, I mean, it depends how. So all of these lights, if they don't work, it's the connection in there that they're just a bit old and a bit worn.
Reminds me of my camper van.
And you just need
lighting.
You just need to wiggle the thing. So there's only 2 of these
that are a bit tricky.
Because the bulb is sort of loose in its thing, and then it's supposed to sit in those little clips. Yeah. See those little clips in there? Yeah. I mean, they probably need bending out. Okay. Blah, blah,
all
blah. Right. Only, you can see it's pointing off to the side. Yeah. But you can just poke your finger in and just get it sitting where you want. The way they all go in is that on the opposite side there's a pin. Okay. The pin goes in there, and then you lift that up. Yeah. Push that there.
That's pretty intuitive, really. Yeah. Great.
You can poke it and it'll sit nicely in there. Okay. As I say, if they're not working, it just needs a wiggle on the pins. Right. So these transformers can all take 2 lights. So I have at least 1 splitter, 2, and even 3. So you can plug these lights into there. You can use these as extensions.
Okay.
So depending on how big an area you're going to do, you can split. You can plug one into there.
Right. Okay.
There you go. So
That's great.
flashing away, and then you could extend across on this. And as long as you don't go crazy, so if you get a voltage drop once you're this side of the transformer.
Okay.
So if you go 2 of these, you'll find that the light is much dimmer.
Right.
You can extend as far as you want on the 240 side.
Yeah. Okay.
I will have a look around because I have got some.
So if we used a conventional extension here, that wouldn't cause the dimming.
No.
So great. Okay,
No,
just
exactly.
to bear that in mind. Yeah.
So there you go. So you get that flashing away. So in here we have.
Oh, it's quite exciting. I feel excited about this. This is brilliant. Right, I'm
it's
learning a lot, which is good.
It's just been sitting around for ages, so I say it's a bit temperamental, but there's enough of these kind of bulbs, which are 35 watt or 50 watt each, to do the whole thing in those bulbs. I think there are a couple of these that have got LED in them,
right?
Which you can leave in; it won't be a difference, but you'll get a slightly different light out of them. So that one's probably that one's come out. So this is you've got a 3-way transformer there,
right?
And just, as I say, those can both become 2 ways. And there's another 3-way.
This is like a mathematical problem for my head now. I'm trying to figure out how this works in terms of how many lights you can have doing different things.
So you've got,
you do, don't you?
You've got 9 lights.
Yeah.
I could probably get you
9's fine.
Another. Just trying to think what they are. They're 3 amps a channel, so you're never going to go over that. But yeah, you can put them together in any configuration you want.
Okay.
Basically, so we were thinking of 9 was going to be 2, 2, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
As our groups.
Yeah.
So you've got 3 2-channel transformers.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you've got a 3-channel, and then you've got a spare.
Yeah.
And another spare. So if you choose to sort of, do it differently, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those extensions.
Okay.
And then these long extensions. I'll have a look around because I think I've probably got some other double-ended extension cables.
Okay.
But I mean, if
I think we've got some as well, haven't we?
We should have
between those. Yeah,
kind of
we do.
Those sort of 10-metre reel type things.
Yeah, we have a couple of those at least, and we have some other. We seem to have a lot of extension cables that are pretty good.
It picks up over the years.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, so you pop that in there.
Okay.
And then if you stop working, classic. You were the more reliable one before. So if you go so then you see it just stays on for a bit longer. So basically your first one is just left to right, up channels.
Yeah.
There you go, now it decides to work. So once you've actually grouped them in different groups, probably that program is the one you want, because you will be separating the channels by putting them sort of opposite each other with the cabling.
So we don't.
So actually the pattern is doing. It's just if you feel that you want to have a situation where they're on sort of maybe more where they're on 2 at a time, say. But you see that one then goes off, all off, so you possibly don't want that one.
I'll have a play. Because I'd like them on singly, or all at the same level.
Oh yeah, so that is another thing you can do. So here, this dimmer here, this is what the strength they'll come onto. So they're only coming on to sort of 40% now.
Okay.
Which
That's good.
LED is probably not liking. But, so yeah, so when you're in that D there, so now they're all coming on to 100%. Ignore all those C's, you don't need them.
Okay.
So you're just choosing a P program.
Speed.
And
brightness.
And brightness, exactly.
Okay. Great. I do have another question, and that is, how much is this all worth? And should I be getting out insurance? Because
I mean, I've paid Paul 20 quid for that.
Right, I'll give you 20 quid now.
He's actually fine for you to have that until the exhibition finishes.
Right.
For that price, because he's a very good man.
That's very kind, yeah.
I mean, you know, the lights and transformers to buy, it's a few hundred quid.
Yeah.
But I didn't pay that for them. I bought them about 15 years ago, and they don't get much use. So, you know, I don't know what the situation is like with. I'd be very surprised if anyone's stolen with it.
I'd be very surprised too.
I'd imagine there's much better things to be stealing.
Yeah. It seems extremely unlikely, but one of the other artists mentioned that she was wondering yesterday, and I thought, oh, I should check. So I'm thinking about various things. I was actually thinking maybe ask if I could put the caravan down there and just stay down there while it's on, and then I'm there. And I can keep an eye and also just be there to switch things on and off.
This is interesting, isn't it? Because I wonder what the situation is if we turn this off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then we wait. And then we turn it back on again. It does come back on.
Well, maybe we should try.
It holds its speed and it holds.
Oh, okay.
So whatever you set it at, it'll come back on.
You don't think it'll come back as program 1? That's the only thing. Should we try a higher program? Just thinking of Christmas lights.
Yes, well, that's interesting, isn't it? Because my ex-mother-in-law, she's like, oh God, every day, and my dad as well, every day it comes back on a really hectic cycle.
Exactly.
And I have to go outside and do it.
Yeah,
and I said, you know, it's the first thing that we check with any things that they hold their program.
Oh, brilliant! Yay. Great.
See,
okay, that's good.
It says something like professional on it somewhere on that box, so you would hope that would be the case.
But it's not Christmas lights.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what I was thinking. That whole thing with Christmas lights. Oh,
annoying, isn't it?
Oh, that's just fantastic. Thank you. It's really exciting. It could look really good, don't you think, Noel?
Yeah. I think it looked great. When I say it's just a matter of. I mean, obviously, you can even do it in here and just you know, hang that off the middle there. Yeah. Plonk a few in the corner here. Sit around at night and just have a little play.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you only put out 4 lights, so you've got the 4 different channels.
Yeah.
And you line them up and you just look at the shadows going, and you'll sort of get a feel for it. And so you can just cycle through all that.
Yeah, brilliant.
It's I mean, I think if you know, because obviously if you put that into one channel, and then you can just extend out from those.
Yeah. Although you said that would make it dimmer.
Well, not if you're using
3 of those sod together. That won't make any difference, will it?
No, that's absolutely fine. So you can use these. These are made to the sort of length that won't give you any voltage drop.
Right.
But if you basically up to about 7 meters.
Right.
Of this cable.
So if you try to join 2 of those together, it would be a pain.
So if you suddenly go, I'm miles away and I want to.
Okay. Well, we would then use an extension instead of a conventional extension. Yeah. Great.
If you do that and plug another light in there.
I'm actually feeling fine about this, although I also suspect that you're making it look easy. But I have the video.
The thing is, they're different connectors, so you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You know.
And this seems intuitive. It all seems pretty intuitive. Even like
Yeah, you can't.
putting
You,
the bulbs
you literally
in and
can't plug the
everything.
wrong thing into the wrong thing.
Yeah.
It's impossible because it's all kind of connectorized.
And it's
The only thing these have all been particularly badly wired. One of them.
So one of the things I'm thinking about is that this has only got one plane of the way it's pointing. So
No, it will
three
move.
things.
it will move naturally because it'll be hanging from
Okay.
here, and it moves all the time anyway.
So where your lights are, it will
when
just
people-
shine through it onto the screen, but it might be at an angle. Or
Yes, it will
vary.
vary because
Okay.
it's open at each end, the
Yeah,
space. So, and as people go past it,
Yeah.
as you notice, like if you walk in and out of the door, quite often it will turn.
Yeah.
And I think we'll just have to experiment
I
with
think
that.
I threw away my
Yeah.
bicycle wheel spindle,
Oh, did you?
which is annoying. I had two. Well, still, I tell you what, it is a real thing to do.
Yeah.
You get a bike wheel,
Yeah.
just hang it off one side of the spindle because it will spin freely,
Yeah.
and you just put bits of cardboard in the spokes to catch any breeze,
Yeah.
and then hang that
Do that.
underneath,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
off,
sure
just
I've
off
got that.
one little
very
side of it,
cool.
and then that will accentuate any
Yeah.
kind of movement there is in the air, and then
Yeah.
that will get that to turn.
Oh, that's something to think about. We undoubtedly have spare bike wheels.
Well, I don't know. If
No,
I've
we do.
kept
I've
such a
seen
clear
them
out, but-
recently. Yeah, yeah. No, we definitely do.
But,
I've
You
seen
don't
them.
have 30 bicycle wheels anymore.
No, not 30, just a couple.
So I mean, honestly, have a play.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
around.
do.
I'm around until the 12th anyway. So if
Great.
you want to,
Okay.
have a.
Well, I'm really hoping to have much in place by then. I think we might go down tomorrow, mightn't we? And for
Are
the
you